Okay, guys, we're recording now. I want to say hi to everybody. I want to talk about the whole notion of why Tonglen works. I just mentioned a couple of things. I'm very happy that the website is up and running. You can go to www.clearlightvideos.net, clearlightvideos.net, and pick up text, including some text on Tonglen that I posted the other day when I did my presentation on the guide at Tonglen. Now, what's Tonglen, in case you're not up to speed? It's simply a practice of, well, let's summarize that way of breathing in some painful experience or state, neutralizing it with our bodhicitta, and breathing out healing and well-being and so on. That's basically a healing practice, healing for self, healing for others. So, and why it's so painful, it's because it's painful. Why it's so powerful is because it's transformative. It isn't just a ritual. Now, it follows. Let's talk about the logical ego. First of all, the logical ego is, of course, to push away the painful, to grab the pleasurable, and to try to create a happy world by controlling everything possible in terms of pain and pleasure. Now, that's an understandable logic. It's common sense, and in some sense, Dharma really is counterintuitive. So you get to the deeper levels. I mean, like, you know, pain and pleasure are the same until one taste. And of course, until we tap the core of our true nature, we don't really begin to catch why that's helpful, perhaps. But then we begin to understand how we can access a higher level, which is real happiness. Happiness is not pleasure, and unhappiness is not pain. Is how we respond to those. As long as there's a world of appearance, there's going to be in a body around which the whole world is structured, of course, that's the mandala. There's going to be pain and pleasure, hot water, cold water. If we try to block one, we lose the other. It's that. So in any case, the logical ego, you know, Pema Church is very descriptive of that. She talks about it. You know, I want to create a little room that's temperature control, light control, the food tastes just the way I want it, nothing gets in that I don't want, nothing leaves that I don't want to leave. And the idea is that this is going to be happiness. Of course, it's sheer stagnation, if not frustration, because it cannot be controlled. So the mind struggles and fights the phenomenal world, wanting it to be other than what it is. First we have the logic of meditation, which is a little simpler. We attend to the breath, which is a neutral object, and sort of disconnect from our grasping of phenomena. You know, we're following the breath, and in the back of our mind, we think that, you know, thoughts may go on, or images may flash, but we have this space of awareness, and sometimes we get sucked in to grab again, but then we notice and let go and gently go back to the breath. And of course, the experience at first is not so calm. I mean, it's more like, you know, my experience in my head just constant hits, blah, 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 and just barely just getting to the breath occasionally. But that insight alone is very powerful. And then in time, you know, what Suzuki Roshi used to call the Teflon mind, which I love, it's a term, means that things don't stick to it. Our awareness becomes deconnected, engaged from the gluey aspect of grasping, and now we are freer to, you know, ride the breath with our awareness, going to space, and allow things to spaciously arise in the back of our mind. Now, what happens is that with meditation, there's the danger always, and the tendency, many people, tendency to use meditation as a suppressing tool. The approach to phenomena, to thought, is really to not suppress and to not act out, to not magnify into drama, and to not lower into anything rational or manipulate. We just don't muck with that stuff. We just use bare attention. But as much as people think meditation is the main goal is just to become a sort of zombie, a calm, thoughtless zombie, they tend to use the awareness to suppress thought, to suppress feeling, based on the ideal that there should be a blank mind with no emotion. which is a mistake, a big, big distortion. In the Tibetan tradition, they said you can't ask for meat without bones. And the reality is that we allow a spacious environment to occur, and then that allows plenty of space for the thoughts and the emotions to unravel. And as the masters say, Soji Rinpoche says, if the mind, it's just like dirty water, left of its own becomes clear. If the mind left of its own, finally it settles of its own. But there's that danger of suppression. Now, Tonglen totally neutralizes that danger. It's a complete reversal of the logic of ego. It says, bring in the painful experience, embrace it, bring it to your heart, neutralize it, and heal it, and give the healing out. So it's the opposite of logic. The ego always wants to grab the good stuff and just kind of get rid of the bad stuff. If somebody has worse luck than I, there's a part of me that's kind of gleeful about that, and I'm better off always comparing. So Tonglen says, no, you let that barrier dissolve, bring in the painful experience, breathe out, the healing. Even when we're joyful, when we're going through a joyful experience, we can breathe in that joy, and then breathe out joy, and share the wish that all sentient beings can experience this joy, this fortune that we are coming to. That's Tonglen, very powerful and transformative. Another thing about Tonglen real quickly is that it increases our empathy for all sentient beings, because the message is that our heart is the same as the heart of all sentient beings, and when we suffer, if I lose a parent, if I lose money, if I am hungry, if I am sick, this suffering is the same. It's not of anybody. I may see a homeless person in the street and say, oh well, but for the grace of God go I, but not for the grace of God. That's you. That's another you. People who are ill, terminally ill, people who are through separations, divorces, their parents died, children who are orphaned. All that pain, all that sadness is ours, just as the joy is ours. So to share, it just reinforces our connection to humankind. Well, I'll let you go for now. Please go to the website, clearlightvideos.net, and enjoy all the materials. By the way, it's not very expensive, but I'm paying some, $12 a month to maintain that site, and a little more material for materials and other things. So if you wanted to donate, there's a site there. There's a spot there where you can donate whatever you want, and anything you donate would be greatly appreciated, because it will go for a good cause. You can dedicate that merit to the benefit of all beings, because that's what the work is for, to share all this with you at no cost. Okay, well, Tashida left, and till the next time.